Hey there, Taylor and Jason. How you guys doing? My name is Ashley. I just got off the phone not too long ago with Megan, and this is a video I was telling her about. So to kind of fill you guys in on this video, I'm going to go over your guys' site, show you what's working for you, what maybe could be improved, so you guys can better and increase your guys' overall business and traffic to your guys' website. I'm going to show you your guys' competitors in the area and show you what's working for them, why they're on the first page of Google and why you guys are not. And I'm going to show you why being on the first page of Google is so important. I'm going to show you the traffic they're getting being on the first page, and I'm going to show you how to get on the first page of Google. This video I'm going to try and keep nice and short. There's a lot of information I want to provide to you guys. And of course, I don't want to waste your guys' time, and I don't want to waste my time either. So again, I will try to keep it as short as I can. Now, when you guys finish watching this video, reach out and we can talk some more. I'd love to talk some more and kind of discuss more potential and more opportunities that are available to you guys and literally at your guys' fingertips. And I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. I'm going to break it all down for you, show you what I mean right on the screen instead of just talking so you guys can see it for yourself. I'm going to start with your guys' current site. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I like your guys' site. I like the layout. I like the format, the overall aesthetic of it, the colors. Really like this picture here. Great picture, great looking team. I would like to see that right up here. Having a picture like that is really good for building trust. But yeah, I like the overall aesthetic of your guys' website. I'm pretty sure it's a template and they just filled in your guys' information, but that's not a bad thing. It's a nice looking site. So now here's the thing. You can have the best looking website there is, but if you do not have the power going to that site, you're just going to have a nice looking site on page 10 of Google that does nothing for you. If you do not have the power going to that website, it's not going to matter how good looking or not good looking your site is because nobody is going to see it. If you're not on that first page of Google, you're not maximizing your traffic to its fullest potential, and that's a problem because you guys are missing out on business at the end of the day by not being on that first page of Google. So when it comes to having a website, I tell this to everybody. It is all about how user-friendly your site is, how easy it is to navigate, and being able to cater to different types of people. And what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your site, they don't want to have to dig just to see what services you guys offer, let alone what areas you offer them in. So having all that information right from the start is really, really important. I do like how you guys have your tabs up here in your header, your service area tab, your residential tab. Tip for you just to make your site more user friendly is just how you have your tab for all of your services in a drop down menu. I'd like to see that, especially for your service areas tab. I'm not sure if you offer all of those services for commercial, but same thing, whatever services you do offer for commercial, I would like to see them in a drop down, same thing, so on and so forth. Because when I click on your service areas tab, having to dig through all of these people are lazy nowadays, honestly. It's just a lot easier and more visually appealing to see all of these services in a drop down menu, so then you can see it, know, or click on and continue from there, so on and so forth. I do like how you guys have your click to call phone number. That's great for client conversions, and it caters to a specific type of person coming to your site. On the opposite hand, I would like to see a form submit incorporated in your guys' site somewhere up here at the start. There's room here, room over here. They're also great for client conversions, but it caters to the opposite type of person that's calling you to talk to you on the phone. Form submit people, they might not have the time. They might not want to talk on the phone. Whatever the case may be, we need to make sure that we are covering all bases, having multiple ways for people to get a hold of you for the services you guys offer. You guys can be missing out on business by not doing just that. I'd also recommend having a click-to-call phone number all throughout your guys' entire website, again, for user friendliness. Now, when looking at your site, I'm looking at your content. You guys have a little bit of content, but it's not enough to be considered an authority in the eyes of Google. Now, to be considered an authority, you need at least 1,500 to 2,000 words, and that's of keyword-rich authoritative content. So that's not to say if your guys' competitors, which you'll see here in a little bit, let's say your competitor has 2,000 words of content. We need to now go and get possibly even 3,000 words of keyword-rich authoritative content on this homepage here of yours so you could beat them out. Now, when I talk about keyword-rich authoritative content, like I said, it's not just any old content. What we do, for example, is we do competitive keyword research, find what keywords we want to target for you, keywords that we know will bring you business. We send them out to our professional writers, and our writers base the content around that. They embed those keywords in that content and strategically place them throughout so you don't get flagged. If you don't have enough content, we're not able to do that, and you will be flagged for keyword stuffing. We do not want that to happen. Another thing, if you don't have enough content, Google isn't able to decipher if you're a legit business or not. Therefore, it can't rank you accordingly. Content is very, very important. And of course, if we decide to move forward, there'll be a paper that we send you that will kind of be included in how our writers write the content, which of course this will all be explained, all laid out. You'll see it for yourself again if we all decide to move forward. So moving on over here, I did a general search in the area, and these guys from the organic section are one of your guys' competitors. I'm sure you've heard of them. I'm going to show you how to beat these guys. If we look at their site, it's nothing crazy, but it does have a lot more key elements that your guys' site is missing. Click to call phone number, form submit, all of the service areas, all of the services that they offer that they have, and drop down menus. And then they have a bit of content. They have a lot of content. Now that's not a worry for me, to be honest with you. So that just means that we're gonna have to go. Let's just say these guys have 2,000 words of content. We're gonna go and get you at least 2,500 words of keyword-rich content. We'll be beating these guys out. I'm not worried about that. Once we get that on your homepage. So coming over here, I'm gonna break down Google for you based off this search I did. First thing you see in Google for this search is the Google My Business. Now, getting in this area, it requires a few different things, and one of them is having a GMB listing, period. Second is making sure your GMB listing is filled out correctly. Third, having citations. Fourth, geotagged pictures, reviews. There's a lot that goes into this area here, but each and every one of those are just as important, and they all mesh together. So as you can see, you guys are not listed in this area here, and that's a problem because you guys are missing out on all the business and all the people who strictly come to this area and this area alone. So what we'd want to do is go find out all the citations these guys have themselves listed in. We'd go list you in all those on top of like 200-300 more. Whatever your guys' competitors had to do, we're going to have to do as well, and then some, because we want to beat your competition. Now, we have access to other citations because once we get you to these spots, a lot of people think, well, I'm here, all right, let's stop. No, if you stop, you drop off. There's constantly people fighting to get in that top position. So we need to continually keep adding citations and backlinks to make sure that you stay and maintain the position that we fought to get you in. So yes, now this area down here is the organic section, completely different from this section up here. This area directly deals with your website. Now, as you guys can see, you guys are also not on this first page of Google down here. You guys are actually on the third page of Google. Right there you guys are. I'm going to show you the type of traffic you're getting being in this spot on the third page of Google, rather than what you could be getting if you were to work with us and once we were to get you in the position that your guys' competitor is getting on this first page of Google. Now, to get you on this first page, because now you're missing out on business from every single section of Google, and that's definitely a problem. Now you guys are missing out on business from, again, every single spot. So what we want to do is beat out your competition in every aspect possible. And how we do that is we come to a paid resource I pay monthly for. We're currently looking at your guys' stats, Miller Storm. Now the trust flow is, which is the UR, is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at your site. This number goes all the way up to 100. Your guys' trust flow of your site is rated a 7 by Google. Not the worst, but not the greatest. The backlinks that you guys have, you have almost 200 backlinks, but they're only rated a 3.6, which tells me that they're not quality backlinks. A lot of people, when they don't know what they're doing as far as SEO goes, they'll just go and add random backlinks to your site, when little do they know that can actually hurt you. That's why we want the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. These backlinks are most likely spammy, they're not relevant, they're weak, or they're all of the above. It's irrelevant to what we want to do because we have access to very powerful backlinks. So I'm not worried about those stats because this is not what they're going to look like if, again, we decide to move forward 3 to 6 months from now. So you guys are getting a little bit of traffic, but what I'm saying is it's nowhere near what you could be getting, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Now, to show you the keywords that you guys are being found for, you guys are getting your most traffic, which is really a tie between 3 different keywords. You guys have some good buyer intent keywords in here, meaning people are going in Google typing in a specific service need in a specific area, but you guys aren't getting any traffic from those keywords, and that's because it's not as simple as having these keywords in your content. You see what that does? We need to add power to every one of those keywords you want to be found for, so you start gaining positions, so we get you on the first page, so you can start getting more of that total search volume. Like 200 people are going in Google searching roofers, Fort Worth, Texas, and only one person is going to your site. Another 250, 500 people. You can see how much potential is there and just what you guys are missing out on. Just because your guys' site isn't as powerful as it should be, it's almost there. Now, if we look at your guys' competitor, mind you, this is just for their Fort Worth page. They have some trust in the eyes of Google. Their backlinks are definitely doing something. They only have 12 backlinks, and look, they're rated at 29. That's where quality is better than quantity. And again, just to show you, you guys have almost 200, and it's only a 3.6. So again, relevant backlinks. Now, if we look at the traffic they're getting almost 200 people just to this Fort Worth page. That's 184 people per month. Mind you, this is one competitor of yours. If I were to go to Google, type in any other services, even roofing in Fort Worth, Texas, you can have completely different competitors. We need to beat out your competition all across Google, get you on this first page for all the keywords you want to be found for. More times you show up, the better, because you have potential to have more traffic go to your site. More traffic, more business, more money. We want to help you guys reach those personal, financial, business, whatever the case may be, goals. We want to get there together as a team like you guys should have. And we take pride in what we do because what we do, it works. And yeah, now to show you some keywords that they're being found for. Again, they have a lot of the same keywords that you guys have, but they're just not, the same. And hang on one second. There we go. So those keywords I just had up was for their main page. These keywords are for their Fort Worth page. Again, they have a lot of the same keywords. Roofers, Fort Worth, Texas. 13 people are going to their site off from that keyword rather than the one person who's going to your site. And that's because you're on the 21st, or you're in the 21st position and they're in the 7th position. And that's where you can see adding power to these keywords is so important. But that's all I have for you guys right now. You can see what you guys are currently getting versus what is possible to you guys. And again, this is one competitor of yours. The potential is really endless, and I'd love to help you guys get there. I'd love to see you guys succeed even more than you already have. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Reach out to me. I'd love to talk some more, and you guys have a great night. See you later, Taylor and Jason.